I'm dead in my studio apartment. A studio apartment is hardly a glamorous place to die, but I don't suppose I had any choice in the matter. Nor did I really have any way of preventing a brain aneurysm from claiming my life in my sleep. The one consolation is that I at least got to die peacefully in my sleep, as I always hoped I would. My soul currently hangs over my bed above my lifeless corpse, and I can hear nothing besides the sounds of late-night New York City traffic. I'm relieved to see that heaven is real after all, but it appears that the line to enter is much like the DMV, except if there was only one office and the whole world had to go through it. I've been waiting for 6 days for entry into the afterlife, all the while being obligated to accompany my body as it slowly shifts through the decomposition process. For the first 24 hours, there wasn't much action. My phone buzzed a handful of times with messages from group chats and spam emails, and it rang one time, although it was just a scam call. However, this wasn't out of the ordinary for a Sunday. Monday and Tuesday didn't differ. I had begun to get very bored and slightly anxious. However, I knew that hermiting away for a couple of days wasn't out of the ordinary for me. Wednesday brought no change, much to my surprise. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't the most popular person on the block, but I figured 3 days with no contact to the outside world would cause a bit of a stir. Besides, my body was becoming more unsettling to look at, and I was hoping someone would find it sooner rather than later. 3 more days passed with no change. I could start to see the daylight fade and Friday night start to bring the noise and raucousness it usually paints the streets with. Reggaeton music and the sounds of people laughing spilled out from a bar along the street. But inside my 4 walls it remained silent. My body, bloated and discolored, stared straight up into my point of view. 4 missed calls, 11 text messages, 3 emails, but no change in the scenery of the apartment. I began to replay my life back, how many people I had met, how many impressions I had left on the world, and started to wonder if I had done enough to warrant a quicker investigation into my disappearance. I had always tried to be a kind soul, to give more than I had taken, and to treat others how they wanted to be treated. But my trip down memory lane was interrupted by my call into the pearly gates. It was finally my turn to leave, and as my soul began to ascend through the ceiling, I heard the elevator in the hall open, and rushed voices spill out. Before I could determine the source, I was gone. I hope it had been for me.